folks, Vivi here. It's been quite a while since I've gotten to do one of these for myself, unrelated to Wizard's Final Frenzy, but I finally got a new fighter for Rivals of Aether Workshop to show you. This is a collaboration between myself and another excellent workshop creator and great friend of mine, Meringue, which we made for the Extended Workshop Cartoon Jam. Just a heads up, this presentation will be a little different from my usual style, but, well, you'll see soon enough. For now, we've got a show to put on.
Ow! Behold! Come on! Well, come on! Show Trixie what you've got!
Hey everypony! Welcome to the Great and Powerful Trixie's Undefeatable Rivals of Aether Spectacular! I hope you're ready to be amazed at the splendor of Trixie's unparalleled magical prowess as she tours the many worlds brought together by Aether. Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Vividbreeze, but you can call me Vivi if you like. You might recognize me actually. My good friend, Final Frenzy, has me working on sets from all sorts of different worlds. Those ice platforms that react to jumping on them on Homecoming hijinks, the way the debris breaks on Condemned Tower, even the fog drifting in on Toluca Lake. That's all thanks to my breezy magic. Well, in very controlled stage environments, anyways. Oh, wait, my collaborator's just over there. She can help me with introducing this whole project. Doodad Whatchamacallit! Meringue!
Hello fellow ponies, it's me, Doodad Whatchamacallit. You may also know me as Meringue. I have dedicated my life to bringing useless innovation to Equestria via whimsical, gimmicky nonsense, and today is no different. I have ensured that Trixie will be utilising techniques that bring a truly unique performance to Aether.
It's so great to have you here, Doodad! I was just about to tell every pony about the Great and Powerful Trixie's upcoming performance. Maybe you could help me showcase everything they can expect before the show begins.
I will be talking about gimmicks then. This is non-negotiable.
Perfect! Anyways, why we're here today is that Miss Lulamoon heard about me and hired me to assist her for her Aetherian tour. Apparently, there's some kind of Rivals of Aether contest invitation that Trixie got, and since I've got experience there, she got me on the project. It was pretty easy to convince me. I've always been a big fan of her works. But I knew I couldn't do it alone on such short notice, so I put a good word in for the finest creative mind I know, Doodad.
And you have chosen well indeed. A performance of this kind absolutely benefited from my expertise, at least in my opinion. that is unbiased.
Speaking of unbiased, I do hope we make a good impression on the contest judges. I heard that's why Final Frenzy wasn't available for assisting us. Turns out he's a judge too.
Okay, enough about the contest already. I have a very busy schedule and gimmick talk is around the corner. Can you give, an overview on Trixie now?
That's right! Let's just jump straight into what you can expect from Trixie. No doubt you've heard of her already, but if you haven't, the Great and Powerful... hold on. I'm being passed a note. Let's see. Don't forget to start with saying that Trixie Littlemoon is a major character from the 2010s cartoon series My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Love, Vivi Vinya. Mwah! Okay? I don't know what that means. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, the Great and Powerful Trixie is a touring stage magician who's been doing shows throughout Equestria since, well, as long as I've known. She's pretty notorious around here in Ponyville, actually. If you're local, you might remember her first show here, demonstrating her impressive trickery against our hometown heroes and her witty show ponyship, or when she came back to town to perform a trick that was only previously known possible by the great Hoofdini. In spite of any previous history, she's also become something of a hero of Equestria, being part of an unlikely team that went up against the former Changeling Queen. What previous history? Well, as part of my contract, I'm not really supposed to say. Don't worry about it. The important thing now is that she's grown a lot since her early days, and as far as I'm concerned, is as beloved as any of our representatives of the Elements of Harmony. Since tonight's performance will be more action-packed than usual, on account of taking place as part of a Rivals of Aether fighting event, you'll be seeing Trixie utilize her magic for combat in addition to putting on a show. Say, why don't I give you a preview of what you can expect? In terms of her normal moves, she has quite a few that cover a nice amount of space for a little while, using all sorts of magic props to overwhelm any opponents with masterful tricks. She isn't afraid to throw hooves directly either, but she'll of course do it in style. Her strong moves all involve methods of catching her enemies, be it dazzling them with her fireworks, firing them from her cannon, or using them as a volunteer in her sawbox trick. She's sure to involve any pony she's up against in her show. On to her special moves. Up special is up my sleeve. She'll magically pull some tied scarves from behind her hoof, having them reach upwards, and they can latch up to her opponent and let her ram into them. Though, she can't latch onto platforms or anything, so she has to make sure she attempts grapples smartly. Forward special has her ride the Trixie Rocket. She takes out a gigantic firework and blasts forwards on it. Then after a few moments, ooh, ouch, that looks like it hurt. But look at that explosion. It might be self-damaging, but there's no way it won't put a dent in her rivals. It makes for a bombastic recovery option too, so long as she's careful about how and when she uses it. Down special is her disappearing act. She takes one of her smoke bombs and tosses it at the ground, where it'll burst into a huge cloud of smoke that completely covers the fighters. At a glance, it might seem similar to an ability from a certain Aetherian combatant, but the details are quite different. This obscuring cloud only lasts for a short time, and it also deals a hit as the smoke escapes from the bomb. This just leaves neutral special to discuss. It's quite a doozy though, so I'd love if my good friend Doodad took it away from here.
Neutral special is indeed quite a doozy, and that is because it's a portion of Trixie's first gimmick, her magic hat. Trixie by default wears her iconic star-splattered magician's hat, however the moment she attacks it will fling right off. She can approach us to put it back on, however she may choose to do something different. See her use one of her props when near it? Look where that card goes. That's right, it gets stored in the hat. Doesn't do much in there alone, but if she uses her neutral special, Hat Trick, she'll use some of her unicorn magic to launch the card. It's not just cards that can be stored too, scarves, fireworks, bouquets, smoke bombs, she can even put her sword in there. This magic hat doesn't have to just sit there either. She can pick it back up and pop out that prop hat and hoof, or toss it again. Her up special can even latch onto it. Imagination's the limit with her hat's trickery. But that's enough about that. There's a second gimmick. You see, Trixie sure does like shoving various cards in the opponent's face, right? Oh, there's a reason for this. It's because the second gimmick is this your card? When Trixie first hits her foe with a card, that exact card will occupy the opponent's mind. Trixie may show them other cards, but if she hits them with that first card again, wowzers! That's the exact same card the opponent initially got. Sure, she also presented 20 other cards to them, but no pony's perfect. The shock of her awe-inspiring trick will cause the opponent to be launched far further than normal, along with dealing extra damage. Trixie can choose to show the audience which cards she has up next, or she can hide them all with a stealthy taunt. The possibility of whether she can pull this trick off is sure to have every pony at the edge of their seats, especially those who are fighting her.
Before we move on from her fighting style, we'd like to mention a few other little details. When she performs her down tilt, she pulls off quite a smug pose. If she'd like, she can taunt during it to hold that pose.
You see that forward tilt? An ungreat and unpowerful pony would never be able to hit it. Well, I mean, Trixie sometimes misses too, but she can still at least hurt the opponents a little bit before the dust it kicks up.
Just between you and me, I don't think I've ever seen her really pull off that trick, where she gets herself untied from those chains. Every time she does it as her neutral air, she either has it break as she lands, or bashes out of it with her wall jump.
For Trixie, the best way to take out a new card is through her jab attack, as she rapidly flips through them all. She does seem to not be getting the exact card she wants, based on the expression she makes over time. I'm sure she'll find it eventually.
Trixie has been on quite a kick with one specific transfiguration spell lately. You better watch out if you've already taken a lot of damage, because she may decide to end your stock by turning you into a teacup.
And with all that said, I think that's it for what you might see at Trixie's latest show. Vividbreeze, well, if we showed the audience the stage for this performance?
Wait, can we? Gosh, it'd be fun to show off the new gimmick that I've been helping out on. Follow me, every pony.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm Vividbreeze. Come have fun with me in Rivals of Aether. Give 'em a show, Trixie. We're cruising now. Rar means get good in Dinosaur. Get in the crystals, buddy. All this flying has got me exhausted. You mind if I sit for a bit? We won! I knew you could do it. Vividbreeze Buddy download available today. More compatibilities coming soon. Only at Rivals of Aether Workshop.
And now, back to our show on the Hub.
We're here. This is where the Great and Powerful Trixie will be performing tonight, on this very stage. Oh, it has some history too, actually. Trixie's no stranger to setting up her own show stages. Even from her very first appearance in Ponyville, she had an extravagant set that popped out from her caravan. Well, before it was crushed by an Ursa Minor, anyhow. Since then, she set up her stages more manually, such as was the case with the humble and penitent Trixie's Equestrian Apology Tour. In fact, this same stage makes for the, well, Aetherian stage she'll be showing her magic on soon. Although, the title is a bit of a mouthful, so here it's just called Trixie's Apology Tour. Oh, what a beautiful night for a show, too. Hey, how would our talented poster artist like to describe the basic form for us?
This stage takes place under the starry night sky. It might take you a bit to notice that, however, as the giant posters block it somewhat. They were designed by me, by the way. This poster design was inspired somewhat by the posters from Trixie's previous performances, along with this weird card I found. I do not know what it's supposed to even be, but I thought the visual of cards flying around would make it perfect as part of my muse. Enough about my art, however. I see there are already some ponies here to witness the light show. I can only assume they have come due to my wonderful poster design and totally not to support their favourite pony. This stage has a tri-plat layout, tri short for Trixie, sporting 3 of those floating platform thingies in the middle. Vividbreeze could tell you how those work, but I'm not her. We also have some fireworks rigged to fly out whenever some pony loses. Just adds that extra flair, you know?
We can talk about the intricacies about platforms later. For now, it's time to show my kind of stage magic. On Aether-style performances, one of Trixie's chests of props appears on the stage. If some pony smacks it, it'll open up, and some of Trixie's fireworks will scatter across the stage. Then, they'll fly and explode, striking anyone in their path. Well, now that the chest was opened, it's just kinda there, isn't it? Yep, time to restock. Fortunately, Trixie has several good friends who are happy to help out backstage. Once new fireworks are placed back in, it becomes hittable, and the cycle continues. It's a pretty simple gimmick, but I'm sure it'll make for some explosive matches. Oh hey, looks like we actually have one of Trixie's show assistants here. Hi Melly, great time to show up. You can tell every pony here about the music accompanying this stage, including your own spectacular new arrangement.
Yo, wait. How do my little pony character sound?
Hi guys! I'm so excited to meet you!
I don't know, I'm not doing that the whole time. Whatever. So the music, right? I'm Melly Meringue, and I'm a DJ from, let's just say, out of town. I'm in charge of the music of this fine establishment. That's so lame. This fine establishment, like whatever. We've got a pretty stacked lineup of performers providing their talents. I mean, I've never met them, but everyone else seems pretty stoked about it. And our headliner is remixed, performed, and mastered by yours truly. An experimental metal cover of Tricks Up My Sleeve from Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks. I'll tell you, it's always a fun time providing the backing for these types of things. As hard as it is to play guitar with hooves. I'm still getting used to them. I mean, what? Right. There's also a little Easter egg near the end of the loop if you listen closely. If you know me, then this should be no surprise. Alongside that, we've also got the original version of that song. Our host insisted upon it. Alongside Music to My Ears and Magical Die Boken. It's Japanese, one of the intros. There's gonna be text on screen showing the names. My cover is also sampled for the victory theme, so you can fuck up Shy Guy or like fucking Car or whatever in style. This fucking game is weird. Imagine getting beat up by a trans chick and then you hear heavy metal blasting afterwards. Beat up by a trans chick. Wow. Oh, sorry. Yeah, everyone say thank you, Melly, for giving you the good shit. But I'm getting the cue to bounce, so I'll see you later.
Wow, Melly, you sure have a lot of knowledge about stuff I don't think I can comprehend at the moment. Anyways, your new song is fantastic. Thanks for showing it to everyone. Well, that should be all you need to know before Trixie comes out to perform all over the worlds in Aether. Wait a sec. Is that... It is! Final Frenzy! Hey, Frenzy, good to see ya! How exciting! You're here just in time to watch Trixie's first Aetherian show.
Ah, Vividbreeze, Doodad. Pleasure to see you Phillies again. Believe me, I wouldn't miss this debut show of our latest jam contest for anything in Equestria. Plus, it's nice to take a little break from being the one getting fighters to join Rivals.
Hi, hello Mr. Frenzy, glad to see you here. Would you look at that? A front row seat is up for the taking. How convenient, I bet you're looking for a seat. And this is the best one.
Oh, I know. I could get you a backstage pass too. Give you the full package.
You know, I hear there's a special offer. Every pony whose name starts with F and ends in Y gets an extra fancy meal. What a coincidence.
Oh, and you know, I bet you're exhausted from all the judging you're doing. How about a free hoofacure too?
No. Don't give me any special treatment. I've got to judge this fighter fair and square. I have to be impartial, right? And that includes towards any friends.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Whatever. I bet the Great and Powerful Trixie can prove her worth for a high rating, cushy seats or not.
You know what? You're right. Frenzy, you're gonna enjoy the show just as it is. Wish the other contestants good luck when you see them. They're gonna need it.
That's the spirit. Good luck on the show, you two, and see you around, every pony.
See ya, Frenzy. Oh, speaking of the show, it's just about to start. We're gonna be needed backstage really soon. I better give these ponies some closing statements. Doodad, can you start setting things up so Trixie's show goes as smoothly as possible?
I can do that.
Wonderful. Before I head off too, I'd like to thank everyone who took part in helping out with Trixie's show one more time. Of course, thanks to the judges and hosts of the contest. No matter the outcome, I'm glad I got to participate and represent something I care so much about. Special thanks to Final Frenzy for showing up and honestly being the main reason I'm still proudly out here making things for Rivals and keeping in touch with so many wonderful friends. Your support means everything to me. Massive thanks to Melly Meringue for not just providing the brand new song for Trixie on such short notice, but for also keeping our friendship so strong after all this time. I'm very proud to be collaborating with you yet again. Shoutouts to my bestest friends, Starnote and Stalking Dracia, who helped me a bunch with planning consultation and playtesting. I know I'll see you in the crowd. Love y'all so much. But most of all, I'd like to thank Doodad Whatchamacallit. It meant so much that you helped me out here so monumentally. I know for sure I wouldn't have been able to do this without you, and even if I could, I know that the show wouldn't be even close to as creatively incredible and perfectly designed as it ended up. At least to me. Thanks for sticking with me and keeping me grounded even when I felt pretty overwhelmed. I'm unbelievably proud to call you my friend, and I'm excited to work on even more collabs with you in the future. Oh gosh, that's about all the time I have. The show's about to start. Alright, every pony, if you haven't got your tickets yet, be sure to get them at the description booth down below. Trixie's first performance is starting any minute now. Please enjoy the show, and I wish you have fun. Goodbye!